Hello, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are yet to subscribe or you just stumble on my channel, I'd like you to please click on the subscribe button and follow me for more videos on product designing. Now, today we're going to be doing a quick tutorial on a micro prototype. Now, a lot of people don't understand what prototype is. Some people feel that you can just design your static screens and just present them. Now, if, for example, you have an idea of a product and then you want to showcase that to a stakeholder or to an investor, you need to understand how to prototype. Now, prototyping that particular product would allow you give the client, the stakeholder, or the investor a visual understanding of how that app works, if you understand what I mean. So it's going to be like somebody being able to use the app, but it's actually not developed yet, if you get it now. So all of the buttons are clickable. Click on it, it gives you an action, it moves to another screen. You click on a tab, it takes you to another screen, like that. You click on the nav bar, it moves you around the app. And then that way you're able to show the investor what the product is capable of doing. Now, another reason why you need to understand or learn prototype is that when you work on a product, yeah, after you're done with the first version of that product, you need users to test it. Now, while the development is going on, sometimes it will require you to give that prototype product to users so that they can go through it and see if there's no hiccup while they are trying to navigate around the app. Now, whatever feedback you get from them, you can quickly implement before the full development starts. That's another advantage of prototyping. Now, I'm just going to teach you something very simple, something very unique that works. It's a micro prototype, but at the end, by the time you are done with the whole full prototype, it's going to come to play and it's going to come to life, and you understand what I mean. Now, let me show you what it does. Now, you can see we have three tabs here: following, for you, and Reels. I want to be able to move from one tab to the other. Now, see, can you see that? I can move easily from one tab to another. Okay, I don't have to go to a new screen before I can click on following. So if I'm on this screen, I can just click, and click. All right, let's go to it. It's a very simple one, easy to do. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my text tool and I'm going to type. We're just going to use the same thing. So following. Okay. Another word is for you. Okay. And then the last one is Reels. All right. Now I'm using Inter. That's like the basic or the most used font or typography people go for. It's easy to read, very okay font. I'm serious. But the other fonts you can explore, but I'm just using Inter and I'm using Medium in case you want to try it out. And I'm also using 14. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of this on auto layout. So auto layout, which is all shift A. That's auto when you want to put anything in auto layout, either a container, a word, a frame, a picture, image, whatever it is, just shift A. Now I don't like this padding, it's too wide, so I'm just going to reduce it. I'm going to hold down my control key and then I'm going to click on this and then reduce it to 4. Now that just allows me to adjust it at the same time. That's if I'm using the same vertical and horizontal padding, the same thing. So I'm going to do the same for this, okay, and I'm going to do the same for this, the last one, which is the reels. All right, I'm done with that. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put all of this in auto layouts. I'm going to highlight everything together and put it in auto layouts. Okay. Now all of these three now are together. You can see if I move it, they all move together. Now there's a spacing between these two. One thing you notice is that each of these tabs have different width. This one is about 248. This one is about 50, 59. This one is 45. Okay, no, this one is 72, 59, 45. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to take out the spacing in between the auto layouts. I'm going to turn it to 0. and then I'm going to increase the width of the parent frame to 361. Now, why I'm doing that is that this frame itself is iPhone 14, 15 Pro. The width of this frame is 393. Okay, and then there's this when you are working on the mobile app, yeah, you have to leave 16 pixel on both left and right spacing so that whatever you're putting there will not touch the wall of the frame. So that's why if I take out 32, which is the addition of 16 and 16 from 393, I'm going to get 361. So that ends the 361. Then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on each of this tab, and then I'm going to change it from org container to view container. Okay, view. Okay, and the last one, view. Now this means that no matter how wide I expand this, they will be expanding equally, all of them equally. None will be longer than the other. They will have the same width all through, no matter, even if I try to adapt it to a tablet screen or a desktop screen or a laptop screen, it's still going to expand equally. Now, if I put in 20 tabs on this, 20 tabs, each is going to take the same width. That's the beauty of auto layout. Each is going to take the same width. Beauty of auto layout and view container. All right. So now for the parent container, what I want to do now is I want to give it a padding. I want to give it a vertical and horizontal padding of 8. Okay. You can do them one by one, or you can use that control down and then you just adjust it. All right. So I have my 361 back because when I was trying to explain the expansion, I increased the width. Then I'm going to pick each of this tab, or let me start with one first. I'm going to pick this following tab and I'm going to give it a stroke. But before I do that, since I'm using a white background, I'm just going to change the font text. Let's see, what color can we use? I don't want to use red. We're not, no, we're not feeling it. We're changing this. Let's just use, okay, I'm looking for something dark. All right, this is fine. Okay. All right. So now we have this so that this what color can contrast on this white background. So I pick this tab and I'm going to give it a stroke. Okay. Let me use the same pink that was used. I'm just going to look for the darker. Okay. Why is this? Okay. Wasn't working before. All right. So let me pick something darker. I'm picking this. It's just something to. All right. Okay. Now, don't want. Okay, I think let's see. Uh, let's pick let's pick okay, we can work with this or this. Just want something that would, fill. All right, then I'm going to give it a bottom stroke, not all round stroke, and I'm going to change it to 2. I want it to be thick. Okay, I'm done with that. Oh, now you're working. Can you imagine? When I clicked on it, it wasn't working. Now it's working. That, but I don't need it anymore. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is to change this parent container. I'm going to change it into a component. Okay. And then I'm going to get variants of it. I need 2 of it because I have 3 tabs on it. So it depends on the number of tabs you have. That will determine the number of variants you're going to have. So if I had them like 4 tabs, I'm going to click on this one more time to give it 3 more variants of the original or the default um, frame. Okay. Then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this. I want to check the color of the stroke. Let me check what's the color I have here. I have 6. Okay, let me just copy it. Let's just copy and then let's come here. So we're going to take out the stroke from this one and then we're going to put the stroke on this one. Okay. So this is where we want to put the stroke. I'm just going to paste it. All right. And then I'm going to change it from all to bottom and I'm going to give it 2. Okay. I'm going to do the same for this. Take out this stroke from here and then I'm going to come to reels. I'm going to add the stroke Just going to highlight this and then I'll paste. It's just the same one I pasted before, and then I'm going to make it bottom and then increase the width to 2. Okay, I'm done with that. Now I love space, don't mind me. I love space, I love room. Okay, so I'm just going to increase this a bit just for for you to be able to see well, and because I actually love space. Let's be factual. Let me just be factual. I love space. So I don't like things cramped. All right, so I like naming my frames, so I'm just going to name these tabs. You know, it's good to always name your frame anyway. So the parent frame is the default, of course, and then the second one is going to be, let's just name it for you, and then the third one we'll name it Reels. Okay, all right. Now for this first one, we can also name it following. It's just preference actually. It's not like it's compulsory. It can be whatever you want. And then I like changing this to name. All right, that is fine. Now, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this middle tab, which is a For You tab. And I'm going to come here on this right-hand panel. I'm going to click on this multi-editing tool. You can see it. I'm going to click on it. So it's going to highlight all of the For You tabs. It's just going to help me multi-edit. I can do the same thing at the same time to um, tabs that look similar, or to numbers that look similar, or to frames that look similar. That's just the essence. And I come here to prototype. And I'm going to click, I'm just going to put my cursor on it. You can see that as I'm putting my cursor on it, you can see this plus sign. It just shows that you're already on the prototype tab. Okay, so I'm going to hold down my left click and then pull to this second parent frame, which is the For You frame. Okay, and I'm going to, the interaction is going to be the trigger is on tap, animation is instant, and then that's it. I close it. Then I go next to the reels, and then I do the same thing. I use my left click and I pull to this the third frame. Okay, same interaction. I close. Then I go back to this following. Left click and I just pull to the first, which is the initial frame, which is the parent frame. Then I use the same interaction. Nothing changes, and that's it. I close my editing and then I go back to design. All right, now let's test it out. Now you can get this from your assets, or you can just alt left click and then copy it right here. Okay, all right. Now I just want to see it in the middle. Remember I told you about the 16 pixel. You can see that now it's showing on both sides, 16 pixel. All right, so let's just click on the entire frame itself and check what we have done, if it's working fine. Okay, yay, it's working. Can you see that? Easy peasy. It's very easy. Now, for these tabs, now you'll be having like 3 screens that have each of these tab active on them. So there's the For You screen active, there's the Reels screen active. Now, by the time you are done with this, it will make it easy when you begin to prototype and put together the whole products, so that whoever is trying to interact with it will be able to enjoy the process, the movement, enjoy the whole user flow. All right. So that comes to the end of this particular tutorial. I promise to bring more tutorials your way. Easy tutorials, micro interactions that would help your product stand out. I'll come up with navigation bars, different navigation bars, both for um, the mobile phones and then tablets and then the desktop. Till I come your way again, don't forget to subscribe and stay glued to this channel, because I'm going to be bringing a lot of tips your way. I remain Oluwatobi Daudu. Like I said, don't stop designing. Don't stop. No matter what, even if at the moment you're not getting it yet, you're not getting, just keep practicing. The more you practice, the more you get better. The more you practice, the more you get better. Take care. Bye.